Hello dear students, once again welcome to our channel. In this video I am going to proceed the chapter logarithm of class 10 advanced mathematics. In the last video I have discussed about the concept of logarithm. Then I have proved some properties of logarithm and there are some other properties. Next property I am going to prove. Next property is one. What the number you will write? Suppose 5 number. It will be 4 number, I think. If log of m base a can be written as log of m base b log of a base b. So log of m base b a can be written as log of m base b and log of a base b. That means if we take a common base, then we can write this one. So this is the fourth property, that is log of m to the base a can be written as log of m to the base b log of a to the base b, where b is a common base we have taken. So if I will prove this one, so let log of m base m to the base a is taken, suppose x. So log of m to the base a is taken x. So if we convert it into exponential form, what can we write? M is a to the power x. From logarithmic form to exponential form, we can convert in this way. In earlier video we have discussed these things. So here m is equal to a to the power x. So if we take log of b both sides, by taking log to the base b both sides, if we take log to the base b, then log m to the base b, here we can take log to the base b a to the power x. We can write this one by taking log to the base b. So here it will remain same, log of m to the base b can be, this one can be written as x into log of a to the base b. As we know, log of m to the power p base a can be written as p log of m base a. This is one properties which we have proved in the last video. So from here what can we write? Log of, I am writing here, log of m to the base b. Here x means what? X means log of m base a, m to the base a, log of m to the base a into here log of a to the base b, log of a to the base b. So we need to prove what? Log of m to the base a. So if we keep it here, log of m to the base a, it will come this side and divide log of m to the base b divided by log of a to the base b is equal to log of m to the base a. So this is the fourth property of logarithm. So in this way we can prove this one. And next one, see 6 number. Log of a to the power, suppose a is any base, a to the power log of base a to the power m to log of m to the base a to the power log of m to the base a is what? M. If the base and the base of the log is same, then we can simply write m. This is one property. This is very essential property, although it is not more important for your class, but in the later on you will get use of this very much. So Remember it, this property is very essential for IIT and competitive exams, other competitive exams. This is very important property. So how will you prove this one? Let log of m to the base a is x. So from here what can we write? M is equal to a to the power x. Logarithmic form is converted into exponential form. So now we will take left hand side. Left hand side means what? Now left hand side is that a to the power log of m to the base n. So here a remains same. Log of m to the base n means what? Log of m to the base n means log of m to the base n is x. So it is x. These things can be put as x. So again we know a to the power x means what? A to the power x is nothing but m. So you can write m. So left hand side is equal to, right, very easy prove this one. So this one is very important property, remember it. So there are some other properties, small properties, this you can prove yourself. If log of a to the base b is there, then it is the reciprocal of log of b to the base a. That means the base and the number will interchange. Log of a to the base b is equal to 1 by log of b to the base a. That means base will go to the number's place and number will come to the base place. So from here what can we write? Log of, if we cross multiply, log of a to the base b into log of b to the base a will be 1. That means when the base of this log and the number of this log will be same, that means if these diagonal numbers are same, that it will be 1. So log of a to the base a cross into log of b to the base a is always 1. Remember it. So when we calculate logarithm of a number, generally we have used two type of base. We calculate the value of logarithm with base 10 and one is with base. This one is on base, this one is on base. So when we calculate by taking the base 10, then it is called general logarithm. General logarithm. And when we take base e to calculate the value of some number, then if we take e, then it is called natural logarithm. Natural logarithm. E is an irrational number. E is an irrational number. Its approximate value is 2.78. That means it lies between 2 and 3, and it is an irrational number. So in this class, we will discuss only general logarithm by taking base 10. So e, when our suppose log of to the base e, suppose n is any number, then this log of m to the base e can also be written as ln. If we write ln m, then ln is with base a. Instead of writing log of m to the base e, we can write ln m. Ln m is log of m to the base e. So you will get in the next class this one. Now we will discuss Mentesine characteristics of a number. When we find the value of logarithm, since there are different type of proofs which we have discussed in the class 9 advanced mathematics, so I am not going to those things, and that chapter will be taught by our Atik sir, class 9 advanced mathematics. So you will see this. So I am going to directly class 10 necessary things which are Mentesine characteristic and their related problems. So first of all, we have to understand what is characteristics and Mentesine. So if any number, we know standard form, you have studied in class 8 also, standard form of any number. If n is any number, n can be written as m into 10 to the power suppose p, where m lies between 1 and 10. Here m is the number which lies between 1 and 10, and p is, it is called integral part, integral multiple of 10. That means integer. P is an integer. P may be 0, p may be positive, or p may be 0 also, positive, negative and 0 also. So how? I am giving one example. Suppose m should be, any number can be written in the form of two individual number m into power of 10, integral multiple of 10. Suppose 2, 5, 6, this is a number. This number can be written as, since m is first number should be lies between 1 and 10, then 1 and 10, so we can write this number. If we want to make it between 1 and 10, then we have to put the decimal point here. If we give decimal point here, then it will be greater than 10. If we give decimal point here, then it will be less than 1. So we have to give decimal point in such place so that the number becomes less than 10 but greater than 1. So we have to give decimal point here 2.56. So into what will be the power of 10? So here, since in the original number the decimal place is not present, that means decimal place is present at the end of the number, we can give at the end of the number decimal, no problem. After that we can give 0. So I have taken this decimal place from the end of the number to this position, that means from left. When you will shift the decimal place from right to left, then power of or exponent of 10 will be positive. When we go from left to right, it will be negative. When we come right to left, then it will be positive. That means 10's powers will be positive. And how it happens, you know it. So here we have shifted the decimal place 2 digits, so 10's power will be 2. That means 10 square. That means if we multiply, this is nothing but 100. If we multiply this number by 100, then we will get this number 256. So this type of method representation is called standard form of a number. So in this way we can express any number. Suppose this one is 0.25 and 357. If we want to express it in this standard form, then we have to shift the decimal point in such a way that it becomes less than 10 and greater than 1. So we have to shift the decimal point here 3.75. So it becomes now less than 10 and greater than 1, which is obeying this is the formula, into 10 to the power, what power we will give. Now see, decimal point is here. I have shifted the decimal point towards right. After how many digits the decimal point is given? After 1 digit, so 10's power will be -1. So that is why this p can be 0 also, negative also, or positive also. And this is less than 10 and greater than 1. So from an standard form, we have to find the characteristic and mantissa. So how will you find characteristic and mantissa? Suppose n is any number which is in the standard form of this. N is any number. If we take log to the base 10 both sides, since the logarithmic table which is given to us is based on that base 10. So on the basis of base 10, the logarithmic table is made. So we will deal with base 10 only. So log to the base n, here you can write log of 10 m into 10 to the power p. So log to the base 10, we know multiplication converts into addition in logarithm. So log to the base 10 m plus log to the base 10, 10 to the power p. Here log m to the base 10 remains same, and here if we use the identity of logarithm, we can write p log 10 base 10 log m base 10 plus here log 10 to the base 10 means what? 1, since log a to the base a is 1, so log 10 to the base 10 is 1. So here 1 into p. So if we write p here and log of m here, m to the base a, that means any logarithm of any number contains two parts. This is one part, this is one part. This part is called characteristic, and this part is called mantissa. Log to the base n. Who is mantissa? We have to calculate. Mantissa we have to calculate from the logarithmic table, and characteristic. And remember one thing, mantissa is always positive. It should be always positive because we don't deal with the negative value of log. So here log of m to the base n, if we find it, it will be always positive. And characteristic may be 0 also, may be negative also, may be positive also. So how will we find the characteristic? So for characteristic, this is general formula I have derived. Using this concept, we will find the characteristic. So in logarithmic table, the value of logarithmic log is given of the numbers containing 4 digits. A number containing 4 digits, the logarithmic table is made. So if a number is given, we have to first make it 4-digit number. Suppose 3752. This is one number. What is the characteristic of this number? So we can directly say what is the characteristic, but how it comes, first of all we will see this one. First of all, if we convert it into standard form, then we can write 3.752 into 10 to the power 3. This is the standard form. If we take log to the base, if we don't write here 10, then it should be taken as log base 10. 3752 to the base 10. Here log of 3752 into 10 cube to the base 10. So here you can write log of 3.752 to the base 10 plus log of base 10 cube. So if we see here, we will get here 3 log 10 base 10, 3 log 10 base 10. That means log 10 base 10 means what? 1. That means 1 into 3, 3. So I am writing here. Here it can be written as 3 plus log of 375 to the base 10. That means characteristic is 3, and this value we cannot calculate. We have to calculate it from the logarithmic table, since it is the mantissa part. So now see, why characteristic? We get 3 here. Number was 4-digit number. We get characteristic 3. Here total number of digits were 4, and we get characteristic 3. And this is non-decimal number. There is no decimal point in this number. So for a non-decimal number, if total number of digits is n, for a non-decimal number, if total number of digits is n, then the characteristic will be n minus 1. If suppose this is a number 5, 7, 7, 8, 9, this is a non-decimal number. If how many digits are there? 5 digits. So characteristic will be 4. This one 25. What is the characteristic of this number? Since there are only 2 digits, the characteristic will be 2 minus 1. That means 1. That means 1 less than the number of digits. 100. What is the characteristic of this number? How many digits are there? 1, 2, 3. So 3 minus 1, 2. So for a non-digit number, a non-decimal number, how to calculate characteristic? We can directly find. So now for decimal number, suppose 35725. This is one number. If we have decimal number, then there may be possible that the decimal number is at the first, at the beginning of the number. If we write 35725, same number I have written in two ways. Here say I am not going to convert them into standard form. I am directly telling how the characteristic is directly calculated in easy way. So by taking into standard form, we can calculate also. So here say in decimal number, if the decimal place is between the numbers, then we will see how many numbers are there before decimal place. Before decimal place, 3 digits are there. So characteristic will be 3 minus 1, again 2. Why? Here 3 digits are there before decimal place. So if the number n number of digits are there before decimal place, then characteristic will be again n minus 1. So 3 digits are there, 3 minus 1. Now see, in this case, here decimal point is at the beginning of the number. So see, when the decimal place will be at the beginning of the number, then we have to see after decimal place how many zeros are there up to 5 non-zero digit. Here suppose this one, I am writing this one also, 37525. In this number, after decimal place, 2 zeros are there before first non-zero number, non-zero digit. First non-zero digit is 3. So before 3 and after decimal number, 2 zeros are there. And here after decimal point, no zeros are there. So when the number of 0 is n, number of 0 is n after the decimal point, then characteristic will be minus n plus 1. Minus n plus 1. So here 2 zeros are there. Since 2 zeros are there, so characteristic will be minus 2 plus 1. That means minus 3. So in this case, how many zeros are there? Here characteristic will be, how many zeros are there? No zeros are there. That means minus, we know n plus 1. N means what? Number of zeros. Number of 0 means 0 and 1. That means minus 1. So what will be the characteristic of this number? 0.000027. What will be the characteristic? We will count how many zeros are there after decimal point up to first non-zero digit. 4 zeros are there. So characteristic will be minus. First of all, we will give minus and 1 more than the number of zeros. You can write directly. 4 zeros are there. So characteristic will be minus 5. 1 more than the number of zeros. So for this number, 0.0271. If we write this one, what is the characteristic? 0.0271. How many zeros are there after decimal point? 1 0. So characteristic will be minus 2. So in this way, we can calculate characteristic of the logarithm of a number. So the mantissa what we will discuss in the next video, how to find mantissa, because for that we need logarithmic table. But now I am giving some questions. You will find the characteristic of those number and you will put in the comment box. You will Write down this number. Suppose 377526. You will find the characteristic. What is the characteristic? Log of this. What will be the characteristic of this number? Log of characteristic of this number. 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 So for these sums you will find the characteristics and you will put it in the comment box. So for today, if you have any queries regarding this problem, then you can WhatsApp me at this number 9577181004. You can send any queries relating logarithm at this number 004. So for today's this much. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon also. Thank you.